Okay. So yes, so okay. Sit. So so, yes, so we start to also work with what happens the face. So when you talk of your face, uh, there's a lot of frown and intense, right? What happens?
There's a lot of auditory digital that starts happening.
Hmm. And it is like
It is like, okay, it is so, okay, and then this can also be an option, this can also happen, depending on the context. So there are lots of thoughts that start running. Then, जैसे मिक्सी में हम blend करते हैं ना, then my brain starts blending all the things.
hmm.
So immediately it's, if I
Blends of the thought.
blends.
Ah, okay. So if you would have been given an analogy, instead of blending, what could be a good analogy? That would have helped you. Just now, what could be a good analogy? Instead of blending, that would have helped you. So that it's not blended, what would you want instead? Instead of blending and it getting mixed, what would you want instead?
I would like to go in a flow.
No, so to get into a flow, instead of it getting mixed in a blender, what would you like to have happen?
I would be following a sequence. There should not be blending.
Okay, so you could follow in a sequence. Like, so when people speak, you frown because there is a lot of blending that happens. Okay, so if this happens, then if this happens, then and it gets blended in a blender, should get mixed. Instead of getting mixed, what would you want
I
instead?
would just like to have one thought at a time. Not have so many thoughts, because then there are so many thoughts.
One thought at a time.
And
And it is
be
like what? What would you compare that here with?
with calm water. Only calmness.
So,
Quiet water.
okay, and is that possible? That is not possible. Okay. Hmm. What makes it not possible for you?
For me, I always feel calmness is water. And then immediately, whenever there is any stimuli, any person, it looks like if there's a stone that has been put in the water, and so replies are clean. This is exactly how I
When the ripples are created, so if you see how do the ripples look? Round. But in ripples, they don't touch each other. All the ripples are separated.
For me, sir, even if I draw my ripples, not like a tornado, sir.
Ripples are always separate, they're not
Yeah.
connected.
This is how, sir, initially my thoughts, they start coming.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Hmm.
They are all one, individual thoughts, different thoughts. Then they get mixed.
Okay. So you said it is not possible. What makes it not possible?
Probably the way what I put calmness as, this is how can water always be quiet, calm?
No. So what could make it possible?
Since now you have put a question, I've got into thinking process, so immediately it's like I can know, I can notice. Otherwise, it used to be very
What makes
subconscious.
what can make it possible? What would make it possible?
Not thinking about the outcomes.
And is that possible?
Yes, it is possible. If I just go by the flow, let the thoughts come, let them be there. I just stay in the conversation and I just see where the conversation leads rather than planning. You know, even during the conversation, almost reach the outcome. कि अच्छा अब ये बात का कंक्लूजन यही आएगा अच्छा आप ये ऐसे कह रहे हो क्योंकि सो दिस कैन आल्सो बी अच्छा अच्छा ये बात है ऐसे So, probably if I don't uh, get into too many conclusions or judgments also I can say about our conversation.
What else? So this is what you say that you do not want to happen. What would you want to happen instead? So you do not want to come into a conclusion. What would you want to have happen if instead?
Just go with the flow. Just let each thought come as the conversation is happening and just be there. Not actually get into a lot of processing. Maybe that can help.
Hmm. Have you ever been calm, not processed, not thought of what can happen, and also not getting a lot of thoughts? Has it ever happened? So when there are thoughts, when there are a lot of thoughts, and when you start, okay, then this can happen, this can happen, this can happen. How does it visually look in front of you?
We are very clear and pointers to
So how does it get into a blender?
initially the thoughts are very independent. Then they all get jumbled up.
Jumbled up. Can you visually what jumbled up looks up for you?
So the number four we get into one, we will get into ten. Usually it's from down and up. Like if I have six thoughts, usually they are pushed up.
Okay. Can you see that pushing up happening? What's happening? Can you show me?
Let's see.
Now, what's happening? If if it's in a TV, it's on a TV, or if it's on a piece of paper, what's happening? Can you say?
My thoughts they go up and I feel immediately I've switched on the mix.
Okay. It's like tick, 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 tick. Yeah? Okay. So play that sound again. Hmm. Play it, just play the sound. Okay. And what would the visual be looking like instead? What would you want?
Just
What
pointers,
what would it look like?
pointers which are written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then
They stay as it is. They should not keep running. Why you
they
have
should
to-
stay.
They should stay there, be there.
So they should stay. Okay? Should stay. And when they stay, what happens?
I feel calm.
You feel calm.
Then I just take them as thoughts, like the ingredients we need to put for a milkshake, they are all placed. Nothing.
But ultimately, you're talking of a milkshake.
It becomes a milkshake, and I don't, neither I drink milkshake nor I like it.
Hmm.
Happens.
The moment you say it happens, it frowns.
Awareness will be that process, don't let them let. Let them leave it.
Let them be there. And then, okay, what is the secondary gain of this blending happening?
I feel I'm prepared.
The blending when it happens. You feel prepared when they're all mixed up. Okay.
I feel okay, now I can foresee what's going to happen and what might happen. So
So what you foresee is everything getting mixed up.
while it is getting mixing, sir, I still run ahead. I'm always ahead of what is happening. Pointers I
So what is
sometimes mix
happening?
it up.
So what is happening is behind you.
What is happening is in front of me. Sir.
You said something else.
We go ahead.
If you go ahead, how can it be in front of you?
I move ahead. It is here only, sir. I don't see anything behind. Here only. And then I move ahead. So it stays diagonal. Here.
So do you lose sight if it stays diagonal?
At times, yes. I lose sight. Yes.
So when it is blending, you think you look ahead, you are ahead of what is happening, and it stays at the side, and you lose sight sometimes. What
Yes.
needs to happen for you to be keeping it inside?
Whatever is right in front of me, sir, is only in my control or I can manage. Anything that goes on sides, I somehow don't like it. I'm not comfortable. And I feel I have like now no more I can manage. I can only manage whatever is in front.
So when it is blended, it means that you are ahead of what is happening. And when you are ahead of what is happening is here, and you move forward, this moves. Sometimes you lose sight, and you want instead that everything is right in front of you so that you can focus on that and then move ahead. What needs to happen for this to happen instead of blending?
I feel sir I'm running. So instead I can walk. I can just walk step by step.
Step by
I
step.
run. Immediately, sir. I can feel that movement. Moment I start conversing with someone, I feel like I can really feel that stimuli sir in my legs. मुझे पता है नीचे किसी ने स्प्रिंग लगा दिया और मेरा ब्रेन ऐसे चाबी भर दी and चला गया.
So when chabi bhar diya, it's mechanical. This is mental.
Sir, for me, any stimuli.
कोई चाबी भर दिया, मतलब there is an outward force जो चाबी भर दिया.
For me,
It's
any
mechanical.
conversation that is external that happens, na, that it takes me to the internal.
Yeah, but कोई चाबी भर दिया means it is external. If it does not happen, then अगर कोई चाबी नहीं भरा तो क्या होता है? You do not know.
Hmm.
So अगर मैं चाबी भर दिया तो how are you in control? That person is in control or you are in control. So,
सर कोई मैं नहीं हूँ. I hear something and I'm like, action.
can you draw a chick 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 in front of you with your finger? Draw it, draw it. Want to see? No, you sit, you sit.
Okay.
Where are you going? But this is slow.
सर फटाफट पहले ऐसे ऐसे होता है सर.
करो
पहले
मुंह से आवाज करो and just do it with
झिक
that.
झिक 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 झिक
Do it again.
झिक 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 झिक.
Okay. Now, what do you want instead? Can the mixie speed be reduced to the starting point only? Will that be good? Or would you want any other sound to be there instead of chick, 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 chick?
Like this sounds.
Huh?
The sound itself is like a stimulator.
Okay. So can you just, without making the sound, make the visuals with the finger as you did just now?
So instead I would.
No. What you did just now. What you did just.
Okay, the same.
Just without the sound. The way it happens. And then whatever you showed me, show me that. Do it again. Keep on doing. Okay, now instead of this, slow it down and see what happens. Don't make the sound.
Seriously. The sound is not there in school.
Bring the sound the way it is. Bring the sound
Jig, jig,
the way you were doing slowly.
jig, 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 jig.
No, don't just, you were doing it slowly. Keep that slowly without, and follow the sound.
Jig, 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 jig.
And now, without the visual, just make the sound.
Jig, 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 Then it's not making any sense.
Hmm.
It's not making sense.
Hmm. Okay. How would you want to see it as?
Then I would just like to see doing good. Not again, how I was thinking earlier, okay, if it's calm water, it's good.
Hmm.
I feel the water cannot see, there will be thoughts, there will be inputs. So let it be a flowing water, the way I want. I always
So
look at
can
myself.
you, so what will be the sound along with the visual? Can you show it? What will be the sound? Is it only cheek? Is it? You can start from again from here. How would you move when this sound is there? Can you show me the movement? Okay, come back. Come back in that same way. Keep on seeing what's happening. Keep on visualizing what's happening.
So this is making me feel very good. Slowing down. I never walk so slow. Like taking these pauses is making me feel good. I don't pause. Like अभी भी मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है aren't you wasting time? थोड़ा सा जल्दी कर लो. And then there is another thought. No need to rush. If you're feeling good, just walk like this.
Hmm.
This is simple.
Okay.
Okay. Feeling very well.
Okay.
You can feel some impulses with this current. Sounds.
So think of visual, that visual once again, which you would want to have now when you are conversing with someone and make that sound. Also, visual and the sound. Show it with your hand and make the sound. Okay. Imagine a paper in front of you and draw these waves on that paper in front of you. Think it is a canvas and you have some kind of brush with you. And draw this in front of you. Take a brush and just draw it and make the sound. There's a big white canvas and you're drawing this.
Given a big canvas, not I would like to draw big.
Draw as you want, and draw as it is natural for you. And draw it. Draw it now. Okay. And visualize. Now visualize the waves that you have drawn on the canvas. Look at it. Okay. Now walk. Thinking of this sound, go there. Thinking of that sound, just thinking of that sound in your mind and the waves, right? Walk in that same flow. And also keep on drawing that waves. Come back also. Right here. Yes, what happened now?
Very calm. Nothing happened.
What is happening here?
Here there was mixing. This point was the mixing. Inside. Now mixing point होता था and then outcome used to be. And then mixing used to increase, outcome used to go ahead of this. And so I was running to reach. So my sound was increasing, increasing, increasing. I was running ahead.
Okay. When you overthink, what happens?
So there is nothing positive I feel about myself. It's just I get into a very tensed mode.
You don't think of anything positive about yourself. Is it obvious that you don't think positive?
Positive outcomes are there. Mostly such outcomes I feel. I always, what I evaluate is I look for the positive outcomes. मतलब अभी तो negative thought भी आता है कि यार this man might
What happened when the crowd again? Okay, carry on speaking.
so as I rush towards the conclusion. Then there's another conclusion that comes in first. There's another. Basically, that puts me. This is what is visual, like it can be seen. But overall, I can feel that tension is
Is a visual.
I see myself as prepared, as a sports person, and who's prepared, who's on the starting line. कि अभी जैसे ही बेल बजेगा, it is external. हाँ सर, जो आपने कहा ना कि तुम्हारे में कोई चाबी भरता है या वो एकदम घंटी बजेगी या गन होगा, run, and I will start. Okay, I can, there is some external, and that takes me to intent.
So घंटी बजेगा and you would run.
मिक्सी चालू होगा, and then blender होगा, चाबी भरेगी, सब शुरू होगा. Benefits.
Hmm. So what is the visual that you have? Auditory is घंटी बजेगा. What is the visual?
Depends. Okay.
Okay, अगर घंटी बजेगा, what would need to happen instead of घंटी बजेगा and you are prepared? What needs to happen instead of that?
Sir, I want to know.
So घंटी बजेगा, so घंटी बज गया. Then what will you see yourself as?
I want to be the, but I don't want to be there in that line of where everyone is wanting to run. I just want to be on my seat. But instead, I would be like sitting in an audience. Because everywhere I see myself, no, not passive, sir, but I can just be walking. थोड़ा चल लिया, फिर बैठ लिया, चल लिया, बैठ लिया. Always I'm running. I don't want to run anymore. Walking
Is it possible for you not to run and get moved?
Yes, sir. It's possible. This lot of speed that I have associated myself with. And I feel only if I operate at a number of
What happens to you? What happens to the eyes?
so I have associated a speed, sir, for myself. So using the speed.
And is it possible for you to reduce the speed?
Yes.
What needs to happen?
That I have बहुत कुछ मैं अचीव करना चाहती हूँ. So I think that is putting.
Where is that coming from?
It's coming from inside only, sir.
Where is that coming from?
And connecting is like exactly. It's like proving my father. It is coming from this. It is coming from this. Absolutely. Absolute answers. Because उनको ये लगता है कि मैंने आज तक जिंदगी में कुछ भी नहीं किया. So और अभी भी तुम कुछ नहीं करोगे.
Which means that he is very important for you. And you are. And
validation from him will really mean a lot to me.
validation from him will mean a lot to you. Okay, okay,
I ignore it currently, मुझे नहीं समझ आ रहा whatever, leave it, leave it. पर अभी ये इंटरवेंशन के बाद मुझे समझ आया कि मैं क्यों भाग रही हूँ. मतलब मेरे को कोई रोटी कपड़ा मकान का तो कोई ऐसा वो है नहीं कि मेरा वो स्ट्रगल तो है नहीं. तो अगर मैं अपना स्पीड स्लो करूंगी या व्हाई एम आई रनिंग. अभी जब आपने सब किया तो तब आई गॉट डीपर. सो इट इज लाइक प्रूविंग दैट इज that is why I have kept my goals so high, my targets so high.
and in the process,
In the process, sir, I'm putting myself not into pressure.
and in the process of putting yourself under pressure,
It's sort of overwhelming and anxiety that is created.
and in the process of being overwhelmed,
I'm always planning. So I'm always this lot of auditory digital.
and in the process of planning, and lot of digital that is happening,
So my goal always goes ahead of me. It doesn't stay with me.
and when it does not stay with you,
So
and when it does not stay with you,
so the more I'm running, the more ahead it is going. So I feel now, if I just take one step at a time.
so when you are running, it is going more ahead of you.
Yes.
So the goal is active and you are active. Both are active, both are moving.
If I
What can happen
here,
instead?
I reach here, the goal runs there.
What happens? What could happen instead? What would you want to happen instead?
I would like goal to be passive, sir, and just me being active. I reach there, I enjoy that goal, and then I can plan another thing.
Okay, and when that happens, what happens?
I'll be happy, I'll feel accomplished, and there'll be calmness.
And when there is calmness, how would that calmness look like? No, draw it in visual in front of you, like the one that you drew on the canvas.
So it should be like spot.
And can you get that sound? When there is calmness, what would be the sound? Add that sound, that right.
This would be a good one. GG.
And when there is calmness, so the calmness requires the goal to be passive and you moving towards that goal. After you achieve the goal, then enjoy that moment and then create another goal and move towards that. And for that to happen, goal has to be passive and you need to be active. And for that to happen, you need to be calm and not be in flight or fright mode when the ghanti sound of the ghanti comes. Instead, watch and then plan to. Okay. Okay. And so chabi and ghanti are the two external factors that you were mentioning. The chavi can be there, auntie can also be there. You won't take control on yourself.
Yes.
That is what is there. Okay. Can you visualize the movement with the sound once again? Okay, so we will test this from time to time, starting today, right? And what would be an anchor for this? Whenever you are in a flight or flight mode, might happen. What would be an anchor? Good anchor for? Okay, play that in your mind. Not make that sound. Good. And how is it like? Can you play that once again in your mind? That's the anchor. So we'll break here. No? Okay, fine. Good.
Yesterday was Sarat did at night, and then after that, Lakshmi did. We did FPC, so astrobia. So it was seems like what you had done, like double dissociation. So it was the definitive view of like, the entire project is view of the past sad moments and the happy moments with the dissociation. Then painting it black. And we left Sarat and then we did it in fun. After that, Lakshmi came about 11 o'clock. She called me again from bed. She said, you come back. Still. Then she told me, how is it for you? It's fine. The paintings are doing, they're all back. Then they're still there. I said, yeah, they're there. And then so she to me, asked me what you want to do. You want to throw it in the navy will burn. That's why I burned. So collected the ashes, then crimson went to the garden. But after that, I vomited so much because there were like major changes in my body. I had to vomit. So much I vomited. And then, I had so many emotions. Like, I did not eat. It was nothing related to food. Because food to me was 8:30 or 6. It was almost 11. It was just a lot of flushing. So something first time like I never expected biology also here. So this
Mm.
and then H1 was sitting there. There were so many noises from his stomach. It was so loud that they were audible. Crackling sound. What popcorn just a cut, 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 cut. So many noises. I was Lots of sound noise, वो dogs were barking से, उसमें भी हमें पेट की आवाजें सुननी पड़ी, ये जोर जोर से।
Good interventions are happening.
So this thing was something very different from this. And this also now I'm talking to you, so this my eyebrows they are not getting close.
Hmm.
This immediately.
ठीक है, we'll test it. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning, good morning. So Anubhav, I spoke to Shalini, and then to Tanya also. So they have, we were discussing the dates, so I told that there will be a lot of leaves. So he has finalized the date as 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and 27th, 28th of April. And so I was just requesting to let Shashi also know about it. तो शशि के साथ आपका बात हो गया था क्या? हाँ हाँ, ठीक ठीक, तो वो एक बार शेड हो जाए ना तो मेरे लिए भी आसान हो जाए. ठीक है. And Tanya also, gave me a brief of what is required. वहाँ पे 10 दिन का बात कर रहा था विद DSL. ठीक है, तो ये बात चल रहा था. बट अप्रैल में मुझे लग नहीं रहा है कि मैं उनके साथ मतलब कुछ कर पाऊंगा क्योंकि आई विल बी ऑन लीव मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, राइट. सो इट इज लाइक दैट. बट वो जाके मैंने फर्स्ट कोई आई विल लीव ऑन टिल फर्स्ट, तो सेकंड से उनसे बात कर लेंगे. तो हाँ हाँ, ठीक ठीक है. नहीं नहीं, उसका कोई प्लान अभी तक है नहीं. देखो मेरा तो टाइम अभी ऐसे ही सोच रहा था कि मार्च में ही एंड करूंगा. बट आई विल गो एंड टॉक टू हिम ऑन सेकंड, उसके पहले पुष्पेंद्र से बात कर लूंगा. तो राइट, तो एनीवे आई एम अवेलेबल ऑन 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th एंड दोस डेज आई टोल्ड दैट. है ना, आपको बता दिया था. ठीक 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 है, थैंक्स. थैंक्स. গুড মর্নিং। কেমন আছো? ঠিক আছে, কোথায়? কলকাতায়? হ্যাঁ। কোথায় এসছো? হ্যাঁ, ভেরি নাইস। আচ্ছা। ভেরি নাইস, ভেরি নাইস। ভুটানো এসছে? আচ্ছা। সে কোথায়? আচ্ছা, ঘুমো ঘুমো, পরে আমি ফোন করবো। ঠিক আছে, আর শরীর টরীর ঠিক আছে? হ্যাঁ, তোজোর শরীর ঠিক আছে? হ্যাপি বার্থডে টু ইউ। হ্যাপি বার্থডে টু ইউ। কেমন আছিস? আমার গানের গলাটা ভালো না রে? হ্যাঁ, খুব সুন্দর। ভালো থাকিস, হ্যাঁ। খুব ভালো থাকিস। ঠিক আছে, কলকাতা ফিরে প্রিয় ফের আমরাও ফিরি, তোর জন্মদিন হয়ে গেলে উইল সেলিব্রেট। ঠিক আছে, দে আমাকে দে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে, চলো। তোমারও তো ঠান্ডা, আবার ঠান্ডা লাগছে কেন তোমার তো? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ওই জন্য। হ্যাঁ। হুম, একদম। মাস্টার্সে তো আছি, আজকে একটু হালকা দিন আছে। হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, চলো। সাবধানে থেকো, হ্যাঁ।
We heard people saying they were demanding justice and they were also demanding handing over of Miss Sheikh Hasina Wajid, who's hiding in India. Would your party demand handing over of Sheikh Hasina from India? That depends on the legal process, of course. We heard people. That is falling behind, but nobody cares about education. We can reach that. And if you have stubborn, the more you ask me, if you have stubborn, then
session होएगा जी। हाँ, डरना